What's up, everyone? Here to do Hajime no Ippo Rising episode 2, and this week's episode was honestly just a slugfest. So much like fighting. That's why I love this series. And everything is so strategic. Nothing just happens for no reason. I mean, sometimes obviously you get some sort of power up, but either way, I thought it was a really good episode. Just how it was just very well written, like how everything flowed together. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. But I'll just go over my main points of what I liked about the episode. So I thought it was very interesting that in the beginning, well, we start off from where we left off at last week's episode with Ippo not being able to breathe, I guess because they're just trading so many blows. And this guy, it does make a lot of sense because he's a fisherman and he dives a lot. He has really good lung capacity, so his breathing is really good. And Ippo was actually running out of breath, and he just starts going at Ippo and just body blow after body blow, and everybody is just like shocked because he's just getting horribly beat. But the fifth round ends, and everybody is just like shocked at what happened. And during the break, Ippo, it was like I love the relationship between the boxer and the coaches, just because like it's so interesting. Because the coach, he already knew what he wanted to do. He was like, I know what you're thinking. You want to finish it with the Dempsey roll, and they were just hoping that he does. And he was just thinking like, Ippo, I have to hit him with the Dempsey roll. And when they go back to the sixth round, Ippo's eyes still have hope, and the other boxer can definitely see it. And he starts going at Ippo, and he's just same thing, a body blow, and he tries to get him with a gazelle punch, but Ippo blocks it, I think. And Ippo's still fighting though, and he's like, wow, this guy's still actually fighting me. And eventually, when Ippo gets him with a couple of good blows, he ends up using the Dempsey roll, and everybody is like, this is the moment. Like, he says he's gonna stop it, and man, he just decides to counter it by doing the same exact thing and just going blow for blow with him. And everybody was saying like, wow, that is a fearsome man, because he just wanted to go blow for blow with Ippo. And I just thought it was interesting. It was just like a slugfest. They were just going at it, and Ippo ends up getting hurt. And this guy, like, it's so weird. They were like, that's how you plan to beat the Dempsey roll? Because to me, that was an odd reason. Like, that's how you're going to beat it. But I don't know. I didn't really get it. But I guess he ended up getting him for a minute, and he hurts Ippo, but he's, like, sitting there, like, with his hands down, like, I defeated it. But he goes at Ippo, and he can't move because he's super hurt, too. Like, I just knew there was no way that he could just come out of that unscathed and box normally. But everybody is just thinking like, oh, he's hurt. He'll come out tired, just like Ippo in the next round. And he has really good breathing, so he's already back and he's already recovered. And Ippo hits him, and everybody's excited, but it has no power behind it. I was like so hurt about that. I was like, oh man, this guy's breathing, I guess, is so good. I mean, he does dive a lot, so I guess it does make some sense. But Ippo then, after he's getting just horribly beaten, he just starts to remember his training, and he just keeps, like, he looked pretty unconscious in my opinion. Usually when there's like dots in their eyes, they're like unconscious, but I'm not exactly sure. But he remembers his training, and he just keeps hitting the punching bag and hitting the punching bag, or hitting the mitts is what he does with Coach. And he ends up landing the perfect punch, and he ends up making him stagger it because he landed it so perfect. And they just decide for one last slug out, and they are just going at it, just once again Dempsey roll, going at it, just blow for blow. And he ends up getting the challenger, and he stings him, and he's like, my pride is a fisherman. But then he's too hurt, and Ippo gets him, and he knocks him down. And then I really like this part of the episode. Takamaro was like, but this isn't the sea, that we're in the ring. And I just liked how that was like the moral of that fight. I thought it was pretty cool. And there's usually always like some sort of lesson learned or something like that at the end, and I just thought it was really cool how they did it. But yeah, that's pretty much the fight. There was really no bad blood between the boxers. Usually, no, Ippo doesn't, like, he isn't conflicted with too many boxers yet, but I'm honestly pretty excited for him because I don't know, after that Brian Hawk situation, like, I know there are going to be more boxers like that just because it builds the tension of the fight. But that's pretty much the episode. I definitely enjoyed it. So action packed for sure. But let me know what you guys think, and thanks.